So we're going to be looking at the top 5 units in the game and then discussing why they are the top 5 units in the game. And then afterwards, we're going to be going ahead and doing a showcase and really just, showcasing why they are that good. For number 1 though, in my opinion, and by the way, all of these are going to be opinion based. So if you do have any other opinions, it's completely fine. But number 1 for me personally is going to be Teq Gogeta. Not only do they have 60% damage reduction, 40% here and 20% here on their first turn, or if your HP is 70% or below, they're also greatly raising attack on 18 key, getting just raising attack in general on the 12 key. We're getting defense here, both greatly raising defense for 1 turn, which is incredible, honestly. Making this a perfect slot 2 unit. As well as having a pretty easy active skill condition, I would say 70% or more starting from the 4th turn. There's so many units who have healing abilities. You have so many units where there's just a lot of health going around right now, and with so much units that also have just incredible amounts of defense, you could always put a unit in slot 1, have it where they get a whole bunch of orbs, and then Teq Gogeta is able to transform. The one and only flaw I would say about this portion and this part of the passive is that the bottom part, aka this part, is supposed to go hand in hand with the active skill. However, if you get this unit turn 1 and you don't float Teq Gogeta off, and you are above 70% HP, you're losing out on 20% damage reduction, you're losing out on 50% attack and defense, which is so crucial to this unit, where it turns them from a dominant slot 2 option that is able to tank some of these super attacks, that's able to do so much damage, to probably a liability, honestly. And the leader skill's not that bad either. 180 to connected hope or time limit. Got all the Gogetas on there, all the Vegetos. And then if we go ahead and look at Teq Gogeta, who's just the number 1 unit in the game, we have getting your health restored back to max. We have as well guaranteed critical hits, 40% damage reduction. You get an additional 40% damage reduction before you are attacking as well. And then you also get the forcing enemy super attacks for 5 turns. On top of that, if you get a Rainbow Key Sphere, not only do you launch additional super attack, you also get extra attack and do guard as well. And then if you do an 18 key and their enemy is doing unarmed super attacks, you're also able to nullify it. And on top of that, you're able to dodge 50% of enemy super attacks guaranteed no matter what happens. So I feel like this unit is just going to age so well. Having guard and 80% damage reduction is something of the likes of like TEQ Broly, for example, and we know and we've seen how that unit is, and we know how powerful of a combination that guard and damage reduction is and how well it ages. And then on top of that, it's also going to age well just because of the fact that when it does become a point of, oh, this unit can't tank that super attack anymore, they have a 50% chance of just dodging it anyways. They have the 18 key that will make it where they can hopefully nullify it anyways. We have the foreseeing enemy super attacks, so we can just put them out of the way at that point anyways. But that's going to take such a long time to get to that point that it doesn't even matter. This unit is just so good. And then on top of that, when you do your 18 key, you're also greatly raising your attack and defense for 3 turns, so this unit actually gets even better after they transform as well defensively. On 12 key, you're getting even more attack and defense, and we were just talking about how you're getting an additional super attack guaranteed. It's just so much multiplicative defense and attack that it makes this guy so good. It's so good, and it's crazy. The link sets as well is just insane. The categories are honestly pretty good too. I got some linking over here like with PHY Gogeta and all that too. But then we can go ahead and look at the number 2, which is going to be STR Super Saiyan Gohan. Now, this unit has, I would say, a bigger flaw than Gogeta. So like it kind of dips in the defense category, but it like jumps up in the attack category, I would say, just because of the fact that this unit is not really able to tank super attacks as well as I would like him to. But to make up for that, he does so much more damage than like every single other unit combined. He's getting 40% attack and defense up to 200%, 30% defense up to 150%, more attack with each super attack performed. an additional super attack that has a 70% chance to become a super. Sorry, additional attack has a 70% chance to become a super, excuse me. On an 18 key, an additional super when you have a 24 key. And if you're HP 77% or above, you also get attack effect against all types. But if you're HP 77% or below, you have a high chance of evading as well. You're also getting, excuse me, the guard and then the 2 key too. So honestly, this character, I would say, just has a little bit of a key problem at the start when you're building up, but everything after the first turn, this guy is starting off at 24 key. And the standby isn't even that bad either. Anytime that your HP is 77% or less, you can start doing the standby. Or if it's the third or basically second appearance of this character. And then once you do get the standby, this guy becomes a defensive wall, I would say. The one, again, another flaw that I would say that I would try not to like look at too much is just the fact that this guy's defense is all about orbs at this point, and he doesn't create any orbs, which can be a little bit of a problem. But because the movie heroes team has so many orb changers, like Gogeta with his rainbow orb changer, we were literally just talking about Teq Gogeta, who's on the team, rainbow orb changer as well. Physical Super Saiyan Trio, who can create physical orbs too, and most of the time, you know, it's just going to be helping out with this unit as well if you are able to put them in slot 1 and, you know, have Super Saiyan Trio in slot 2. And then having the finish skill is so incredibly easy. All you have to really do is just collect the Dragon Balls and make sure that you're doing that. Excuse me. As long as your charge count is 35 and you collected all 7 Dragon Balls, which is already going to happen from you collecting the 7 Dragon Balls anyways, you're going to be doing massive amounts of damage with the finish skill, and you're going to be attack effective against all types. You won't really need to reload the app too much. You could just pray on the crit, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. You're going to be doing a 1.5 times super attack anyways. So, and then talking about Super Saiyan Gohan and why I was talking about him as well, the Super Saiyan Trio, they are a unit that has just a lot of small good things about them, I would say. They get 3 key and 50% attack to all allies except for themselves. They also get 77% defense to all allies and 15% damage reduction as long as you have another movie heroes or all-out struggle category ally attacking in the same turn. Movie heroes is already doing insanely good right now. We have Teq Gogeta, STR Gohan, Beast Gohan, like all of these units. It's going to be good, right? You're launching additional attacks that have a 50% chance to become a super attack as long as your 18 key is procking. You get extra attack on the 12 key, lowering enemies attack and defense, and yeah, just stuff like that. And also when you're getting hit by a super attack, you also reduce damage received by 30% too, so it helps out. I would say as well, the standby skill, while it's not as good as something like a Gohan's, for example, it doesn't mean that it's not without its uses. The main issue of it is the fact that the 18 key greatly raises your attack and defense by 3 turns, and then as soon as you transform, you're gonna lose out on that, and then you have to get 11 key spheres in order to get that 77% defense, like how it is pre-transform. But this changes into physical key spheres. You're having it where you're getting more key with the physical key spheres as well. Excuse me. So you're getting guard, you're getting 59% damage reduction as long as you're getting 24 key, which is insanely easy to do considering that you're just creating the physical key spheres. You're starting off with 3 key. They have really good linking with, you know, just regular Super Saiyan links and other links that are going to be giving you key as well. Just click on this, like Golden Warrior, Prepare for Battle, stuff like that, you know. And then over here, you're also having it where, like I said, you'll need 11 key spheres, physical key spheres, in order to get that same defense, but it's not as impossible as it can be. And the finish skill, or the like charging of the finish skill is unique, where this unit will get charge when they get hit as well as when you collect key spheres too. So it's just like, you know, they'll this unit will be doing lots and lots of damage, and they'll be able to tank a lot for sure. Then we have Beast Gohan, who is just going to be insane. I don't really know if I need to talk about him too much. Having guard, having 40% damage reduction for 5 turns, the 40% crit chance, having it where once you get hit 3 times, you're going to have 100% crit chance, having it where you're giving all allies 3 ki within the same turn after receiving an attack, having it where you're doing an additional super attack as well, more defense and more damage reduction if your ki is 24, and once you get hit 8 times in battle, or you do 5 super attacks, you're also getting more damage reduction, more crit, more ki for everyone. It's quite insane. And then once 5 turns have passed, you can always just pop the active skill, which is going to make this guy unkillable. And on top of that, he gets 24 ki, he gets guaranteed crits, he directs all attacks towards him. He's going to be aging well no matter what, right? And for the next unit we have on this list, which I was already kind of talking about, which is just TEQ Broly, who is going to have his entrance animation where he has 90% damage reduction as the first attacker in the turn. You're going to have guarding all attacks. You have just enough amount of defense so that way you're able to tank literally every single attack in the game for free. If you want to put this unit in slot 2 or slot 3, they'll also get extra crit chance, 50% crit chance, but I wouldn't really recommend it. But 2 ki and 60% attack and defense for extreme class allies is going to help out so many units that need to build up. Having it where you don't even need to do that as well. You could just activate the active skill and transform with this guy if the situation really calls for it and it's a shorter fight. But this guy is literally unkillable for at least 5 turns. His first turn, he is unkillable because he's guarding and has 90% damage reduction. Then his second turn, you're going to transform and then have it where he's having 50% damage reduction for 3 turns, an additional 26% damage reduction. Oh, sorry, other way around. He has 50% base and then 26% for 3 turns. You're getting 150% attack and defense from performing a super attack. Again, just enough attack and defense to live basically anything in the game. And on top of that, if you put this guy in slot 1, he also gets an additional 200% defense before attacking. So it's basically replacing this when you put him in the first slot, and then giving you an additional super attack if you're putting him in slot 2 or 3, but giving the guard if you're in slot 1. He's just insane. And on top of that, if you're facing Pure Saiyans or Earthbred fighters, which is a lot of enemies in this game, you're getting an additional 3 ki and 50% crit chance. And disabling enemies' action once per turn if your ki is 24. And on top of that, you get 3 ki and 26% attack and defense for the rest of battle from just his next attacking turn. And he's greatly raising attack on his 18 ki and hitting all enemies. Like, he's insane. TEQ Broly is insane. The only time his flaws really show is past that 5 turns when you lose that 26% damage reduction for sure, because the guard and the 50% defense, just it's barely not enough, or it's barely enough to live most of everything right now. But as time goes on, I guarantee once we get to the anniversary, it'll be barely not enough, which is fine, because like I said, for the first 5 turns he's going to be unkillable anyways, and supporting for his first turn to help these movie bosses characters out anyways, who will then help him out later on. Physical Bio Broly is going to help out with his active skill. Physical Janemba is going to pop his active skill starting from turn 6 as well, and make it, let's just go ahead and talk about him too. Physical Janemba, which is the honorable mention that I was talking about. Oh, honestly, you could probably swap in with Physical Super Saiyan Trio, depending on the event that you're looking at. But for most of the time, I would say Super Saiyan Trio is better. But specifically looking at Janemba, right? The active skill is just insane. Once you get to the 6th turn from the start of battle, and you have 66% or more HP, which is easy because his entire team has a lot of healers with Bio Broly and Aimed LR Broly as well. You're able to pop that active skill, get the guaranteed crits, get the guaranteed 24 key, literally changing the entire field of orbs into physical. And even before that, you're getting guarding all attacks. You have 166% attack and defense. You're getting 6 key. You have baseline 22% damage reduction. An additional attack that has a 70% chance to become a super attack from the character's entry turn. When you are attacking as well, you get extra attack and defense. You get extra key. You get extra crit chance up to 66%. You're getting more attack on 22 key. If you put him in slot 1 or 2, he gets an additional 22% attack and defense, which 44% damage reduction, and the guard, and I think it's like over 1 million defense. This guy's tanking every single thing in the game, and he's going to continue doing that for like a really long time. There's 2 things I've got to add, but he has a really good way of tying his passive into each other, where he has a additional attack that has a great chance to become a super attack, like we talked about before, but then he also wants to build up, so you're going to get it from that. And then if you put him in slot 2 or 3, he's going to get that build up, and then literally just, even if you have him 55%, guess what, he's going to be fully built up on turn 1. Turn 1, this unit is at his max potential after attacking. And we already have so many other units that want to be put in slot 1, like TEQ Broly, that he doesn't need to be a slot 1 dominant character. He's going to be a slot 2 unkillable character and be insane because of that. And then he has a 70% chance of nullifying Ki Blast. He has a 50% chance of living supers anyways because he's going to be dodging them. It's kind of the same reason why Teq Gogeta is so dominant, but just slightly undertuned. But yeah. Also, again, the leader skill's not that bad either. And Teq Broly's as well. But yeah. Once you do transform, you change all key spheres to physical. You get 2 key per key sphere obtained. You get a 16% attack per key sphere obtained. And then guess what? On his 18 key, he's going to do guaranteed crits and like a 22 million plus attack stat. And then on his 12 key, he's also becoming critical hit. Just easy, 100% chance. So, but let's go ahead and look at the top 4 units of the game first. And then we're going to look at the Broly team afterwards. Alright, now let's go ahead and look at the Movie Heroes team that I was just talking about. I'll look at all of the top 5 units that we were just talking about, or the top 4. And let's see how they do. So straight away, we have STR Beast Gohan, and we have STR Super Saiyan Gohan. By the way, Physical Gogeta can just die at any point, and there's not really much we could do. Like, he could super, and there's not really much we could do because of that. But because he's the leader, I'm kind of like forced to take him, you know? Until we get the Tech Gods to get an easy A. Okay, so Beast Gohan's going to take double digits. He's going to super. Remember, not a lot of people talk about it, but Beast Gohan actually gets better defensively post-super attack. He is getting, let me just double check. He is getting 50%, or sorry, he gets 8 defense for 4 turns on his 18 key, and then defense for 1 turn on his 12 key. So we just got 60% extra defense there. That hurts, of course, but it's not unlivable. Because now we can go ahead and, I think, transform with Physical Super Saiyan Trio. No, we don't have Physical Super Saiyan Trio next turn. I'll have to see what the rotations look like next turn. We're going to have to really hope for the additional super attacks here. We're going to have to hope for some dodges, because I know that, like I said, STR Gohan is not that good defensively, but what he makes up for in offense, or defense, he makes up for in offense. Gogeta is going to do, he should, I don't think he won't live these normals. He should be fine. I'm almost positive he's completely fine from these normals. It really just depends on the additional super attacks, to be honest. Yeah, because the cap for Janemba's attack has already been reached. So just doing additional super attacks is going to give us more defense. We're fine. We're fine. No super attack. Okay, we could put Teq Gogeta in slot 1 then. And we're just going to have to get as much orbs as possible. As much health restoration as possible. I think we might just be dead, actually. Oh, I should have got the physical orbs on the right side. We're still dead, probably. Ooh, we might be fine. It all depends on the middle slot. We just have to dodge. As long as Piccolo and Vegeta just dodge, we're good. Everybody else can live normals, as we already saw. And there's no STR unit on this rotation. So we're even extra good because we're not going to have to worry about that extra buff that Janemba gets. Remember, also, the next time that we see Teq Gogeta, if we are able to get our health back to max, we should be good. Because then we can get Teq Gogeta's transformation too. Okay, we just need one more dodge. Okay, I'm almost positive Gogeta lives this. This Gogeta also has a dupe as well over mine, so we should be good. We also got the rainbow keys here, so we're going to do additional super attack guaranteed. We have guard, all that good stuff. Oh yeah, and then the next time that we see physical Gogeta, he'll be able to transform and give us that HP back. And we should just be able to transform with Teq Gogeta too, honestly. We just have to make sure not to die next turn. Okay, we got our health back. So what we're going to do is... Should we actually pop Beast active skill right now? I guess, yeah, there's no reason not to. So we'll do that. We're going to pop the standby for STR Gohan, allow him to put the Dragon Balls all across the field. I had a flight notification pop up. We're just going to go ahead and get the orb so that way we can get back to max HP. Well, not max, but at least max next turn. Kind of thinking of how I want to play it. Well, and hold on. I don't need to grab... I don't need to grab the orbs with Gohan because he's not taking anything right now. What I do need to grab is the orbs with physical Super Saiyan Trio, so that way we can go ahead and get the Dragon Balls and then also get the support. So yeah, we'll just get that. Okay, Beast Gohan's gonna get guaranteed crits here. Having way more enough defense than needed, directing all the attacks towards him, getting the additional super attack guaranteed. My Beast is only 55% by the way, and he's performing this well. Not only that, but if we wanted to, we could have put Beast Gohan past slot 1 and he would have gotten even more attack, even more damage. But I just didn't want to kill. I want to try to finish off with the family Kamehameha. So Teq Gogeta we're going to be transforming with though next turn, and physical Gogeta too. I just realized we actually didn't need to do that here because we still had Piccolo and Vegeta's Scouter. I believe is it for 3 turns or 2 turns? Let's go ahead and see real quick. First use enemy super attack for 2 turns. Recovers 30% HP at the end of the turn. That actually helped out a lot, by the way. So now we're going to transform with Gogeta Blue. We're going to get the HP back. Transform with Teq Gogeta. And now we have full rainbow key spheres. And we can go ahead and see that the super attack is at the end as well. But we're going to have to rely on physical Gogeta Blue's dodging, I believe. Because Teq Gogeta does, I don't want to put him in slot 3. Even though he would live at 100%, because I don't trust physical Gogeta to be able to tank the normals. Physical Gogeta is always a character that you're going to be wanting to put at the post super attacks, or that way he can at least tank the normals. And this is not a place we're going to be able to do that. But anyways, 19 million guaranteed crit. Immediately afterwards, 12 million guaranteed crit. Remember, the 18 key is still giving us 50% attack and defense for 3 turns, so we're still getting stronger as we do all of this. That was from Hidden Potential, I believe. That's a 13 million additional super attack. Guaranteed credit. You guys get it at this point. Now we just need this one dodge, 60% chance. Okay. So now physical Gogeta Blue has a 70% dodge chance right now. He should just be able to hopefully dodge a super attack. If he gets hit by normals, he should be able to tank it. But we'll go ahead and see. I don't wanna. I'll be silent until after. No, we didn't dodge. No, he would have. It's so funny. If we put him in the first slot, he would have lived because he dodged the first 2 attacks. I should have put physical Gogeta Blue in slot 1, but you guys see how easy it was to get there, right? We literally just needed Beast Gohan in the first rotation because he's able to get hit and get all of those attacks. Teq Gogeta is able to perform so dominantly. We have physical Super Saiyan Trio, who we could have put into standby as well, who would have performed incredibly well. But regardless, they were giving the support to make all of these characters look even better. Physical Gogeta was an excellent leader. We had the support as well with Piccolo and Vegeta, the Scouter, all of that stuff, the dodges. Now let's go ahead and look at the movie bosses team, or the Broly team, and see how, you know, they will perform. Alright, let's go ahead and look at the movie bosses team now. I had to take a small break, but we're back. Okay, this is perfect. We can just start getting everyone's domain and everything up. Oh, even perfect. Even more perfect. So let's go ahead and pop this. When is Broly Trio coming up? 7th turn. Okay. I want to make sure to not save those 7 key spheres. Unless we needed Broly Trio. We'll do that. We even have the 7 key spheres ready for the next turn too. Okay, and Broly's going to be type effective, 17 million attacks up, by the way. Guard, 60% damage reduction, massively raising his attack and defense on his 18 key. And if we got an additional super attack, reminds only 55%, we would have also gotten an additional 100% attack and defense too. This is going to do nothing, by the way. Well, it's not going to do nothing. It's going to hurt, but it's going to do nothing in the long scheme of things. Because remember, Int Broly gets healing. And it sucks because we didn't get hit one time with Bio Broly, but he would have got healing as well. Because he gets health restoration. Or is it? I swore it was on hit. Was it not on getting hit? Ah, it's on his entrance animation. Maybe I was thinking of the other one. Maybe I think I might have been thinking of the other free-to-play one. But I'm not gonna keep Cellmax around. I think we should be done by the time that he comes back. which is turn 5. Yeah, I think by that time we should be good anyways. So let's just we want to keep the 7, so I think we're just gonna do this. Is that still gonna be? I think that should still be 7 key spheres. Yeah, it's still 7. Okay. Okay, and then physical Janemba, remember 50% dodge chance if we do get hit by a super attack. I also built him full dodge. He's getting additional defense with each super attack that he does right now. 70% chance to be a super. He has it where his first turn he's going to get the additional attack that's a 70% chance guaranteed, and then another because he's in slot 2 or 3. Guard, and then 44% damage reduction as well. Didn't get that super. I don't remember if that was a 7% or the other. Oh, no super attack at all. Whew. Okay. And now I forgot he does that. Let's go do this. That's 7 key stars on the right though. We can go ahead and pop this. Do that. And now not only are we giving 10% extra damage reduction support, but also just support in general. Is it the attack or defense for STR? It is 2 key and 39% attack. Okay. So yeah, we'll just do this then. And then we're going to have guaranteed dodging at the end. Into Broly's domain will run out on, I think it's next turn. But then Into Broly will have it where he can do a revive. So we'll be completely fine. That means that if Cell Max does kill us, by the way, Into Broly will just revive regardless. Or Into Broly. Either one. Action broke. Into Broly's going to do 18 million attack stat. Guaranteed, type effective. And then physical Broly Trio doesn't really matter for them. Yeah, we love guaranteed dodge. Nope, I'm good. Thank you, though. Bio Broly's gonna be insane on this turn, by the way. Remember, he has like 80% damage reduction or something. Yeah, I think it's 84. We're gonna go ahead and transform TEQ Broly. We already saw how much of an unkillable monster he is. We'll just go ahead and grab this. Almost 800,000 defense pre-super attack. Insane, 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 insane. And that's because of big bad bosses, by the way. This guy's not even only 10. But he is. We'll just do that. Remember, we're going to be able to pop our active skills on both Brolys once we see them again, too. Give them more ki so that we get guaranteed 18 ki. They're building up ki as well with each super attack they perform. Okay, Janemba 20 million attacks at 66% crit chance. 44% damage reduction guard. With easily over 1 million defense. 12 million attack stat right here, too. And then once he comes back, guess what? We're going to be above 66% HP. We're going to pop that active skill and obliterate the other Janemba instantly. Ooh. I don't know if I would have done that. I know you think trying to kill the free-to-play unit is your best option right here. But I don't know if I would have done that. Because he has dodge. Let's go ahead and pop this. So now we have it where we're doing even more attack and defense. 353,000 before we even attack. Let's do this. We'll do that to get the 18 key. And then we'll just give Cell Max the 24 key, because why not? 21 million attack stat. Guaranteed additional attack that I think it was a 70% chance. It was either 70 or 50% chance to be a super. Pretty sure it's 70 though. This is for him in hidden potential. This guy's funny. Thinks that he could attack TEQ Broly and then everything will be fine. This guy's a silly goose. Silly goose for sure. And even though Cell Max doesn't have his guard here, we still have Int Broly's revive. And STR Cell Max is going to be doing tons of damage even before he gets into the next turn too. And then guess what? My plan has been thwarted because, just kidding. You guys thought there for a second that I wasn't gonna do that, but you did. And now we're gonna transform all the key spheres again. And then now that it's turn 6 and we're above 666% HP, or is it 666%? Now that we're above 66% HP on the 6th turn, aka 666, able to go into Super Janemba, transform all the key spheres of that. Each key sphere is giving us 16% attack, by the way, and 2 key. Every single super now is going to be crit. So 19 million crit. Boom. Next one, 11 million crit. Boom. Next one, guaranteed crit again, 10 million. Boom. And then just for a little funny nonsense, why not? We'll let Broly Trio get this kill. Who cares? Yeah. This guy's so funny, dude. Janemba's such a silly boss. The wonderful KO screen as well. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and stop there. Hopefully not only does this show you guys what the top 5 units are, but why they are the top 5 and why they are so good at the game, right? But anyways, we're going to go ahead and stop there. Thank you all for watching. Thank you as always, Wolf, for being a member. Hope you guys all have a great rest of your week. And hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.